Hello and welcome to TotoTCG. You are here with me, Matthew, and we are back here with another Pokemon video. We have another new GX. Now this is number 4 of 6 from Champion Road, and this will be coming out in Celestial Storm. And I have to say I'm pretty excited for this one. It looks pretty cool. It is yet again another random type one. A lot of these seem to just be random, like especially from Champion Road, but they were reprints from old sets and they've made them into GXs, which just look absolutely amazing, which is really, really cool indeed. So yeah, let's crack on and see which one we've got. So the GX in question is Banette. So Banette evolves from Shuppet, and it looks pretty cool. Even in this picture, it looks absolutely amazing. It is a psychic Pokemon with a HP of 190, which is pretty cool actually for a stage 1. It is a stage 1. It's not the highest you can get for a stage 1, but 190 will definitely take that. It looks awesome right there. It definitely does look very, very cool indeed. And it's got some pretty interesting attacks there, I have to say. Very interesting indeed. And of course, it's resistance to fighting, and I believe Buzzwole is weak to Psychic, which is pretty cool. Which is why a lot of people have been playing Garbodor to counter that. It just seems to be like one massive circle. Like people find a new thing, people counter it, people counter the counter, people counter that counter. It just seems to like carry on and on and on. But then you have some people who stick and they think, yeah, I've got this, I can win, you can't win, bring it on. Which I love. That's really cool. Really nice indeed. So, of course, this set, Champion Road, came out 2 or 3 months ago. So we do have the pictures for the full art and rainbow rare, which is exactly what we're going to have a look at now. So the full art looks incredibly awesome, it has to be saying. Banette looking absolutely amazing. It looks very ghostly, standing up there, almost as if it looks like a bit of a scarecrow dangling its arms. Very, very cool indeed. Very nice. Rainbow Rare, of course, is the exact same picture, but it looks so evil and possessed. The red eyes there, the almost boiling hot temperature forehead as well, looks absolutely amazing. Really, really cool indeed. I'm loving the look of this set. Celestial Storm's looking absolutely insane. Cannot wait to get cracking with the pre-releases. Now, talking of pre-releases, today I did release a video before this, which would have been the Celestial Storm pre-release promo. So if you haven't already seen that, definitely go check that out. Very, very cool stuff indeed. I mean, I've ordered them in the... not ordered as in, like, bought them, but I've ordered them in rating orders. So, yeah, definitely go check that out. That is on the channel, so very cool. But, well, we'll crack on with Banette from now on. So, of course, let's have a little look at that ability there. So the ability is called Shady Move. Once during your turn before your attack, if this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, you may move 1 damage counter from either player's Pokemon to another Pokemon. So this could be quite helpful. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean you can start moving different stuff around. If this is your active Pokemon, you may move 1 damage counter from either player's Pokemon to another Pokemon. So it doesn't set yours or your opponent's. It doesn't say you can't transfer it from your ones to theirs, from either player's Pokemon to another Pokemon. Yeah, so I think that if you've been taking damage, say for example Banette has been taking damage, you can then be like, okay, Shady Move, have a damage counter. What are you going to do? Now I don't know whether if you, I'm thinking about this, if this was Buzzwole and you move a damage counter, you're not actually inflicting damage, so there's no way for it to be, because obviously Buzzwole is weak to Psychic, there's no way for it to be doubled, as far as I know. I'm pretty sure that is that's how it could be. But it's pretty cool. The ability itself is very, very cool indeed. Can get you out of some tricky situations, even if your bench Pokemon have got a few bits of damage. It does say if this is your active Pokemon, so this can't be stacked, so there's no point having 2 of these going and being like, oh, I'm going to Shady Move twice. No, this has got to be in your active. It's not to say, it doesn't say here at all once, oh, it does say once during your turn. Okay, fair enough. I was going to say you could retreat this and then just do it again. No, it's only once. So you can only get rid of 1 damage counter per turn. But that's still really cool for an ability, I definitely like it. And during the pre-release, That could be very nice, especially if you can manage to get this and shop it. So there's definitely something to think about there. So moving on to the next attack there, it is called Shadow Chant for 1 Psychic. Very nice. 30 plus damage. This attack does 10 more damage for each supporter card in your discard pile. You can't add more than 100 damage in this way. So, what this is basically saying is, say you start off, you evolve this on your personal second turn, not the second turn, but your personal second turn. You put the psychic energy already on it, and say there's nothing in your discard pile for supporters. Say you haven't played a Cynthia or something like that. It doesn't get anything extra, it just does the 30 damage. But you manage to get 10 supporter cards in your discard pile, which, to be honest, nowadays is not that hard. You can discard them, you can use them, you can Ultra Ball them away, which is discarding, but there we go. So you can only do 10. But I mean, that's pretty cool. So you can basically get this Pokemon to do 130 damage for 1 energy. Now, bearing in mind, it'd probably only be able to do 130 late game once you've actually used 10. When it goes over 10, it doesn't count. It doesn't do 11, only 10. Put a choice band on this, though. That's 160. I mean, that's not bad. And there's quite a few things that are in the format at the moment. For example, Buzzwole, which would absolutely love this card so much. 160 damage on a Buzzwole? I don't think so. That's 320, thank you very much. Buzzwole is out of there. So very, very cool indeed. I definitely like that move there. Very interesting, just for 1 single energy. And I mean, this is going to be pretty playable as well in pre-release. Supporter cards are there, you just need to use them. So if you have any supporter cards and you manage to get this card, play as many supporters as you can. Seriously, I don't care if they're rubbish. Play them, discard them, use Sophocles to discard the stuff. Get them gone. Get this thing going. Pre-release with this thing could be insane. Could be. Obviously there won't be a choice band, but 130 damage with 190 HP basic, sorry, not basic, stage 1 Pokemon is insane. I like it. I like it a lot. Very cool indeed. So, moving on from that, let's have a look at that GX, which is called Tomb Hunter GX. So, what's normally in a tomb? Something dead. What's normally a good association in Pokemon with something dead? The discard pile. Put 3 cards from your discard pile into your hand. Now this is a one-off attack move. It's not an attack, it's a move. One-off move. You can't do this again. So you could, for example, you could go and get Pokemon out. You could go get tools back out. You could go and get a Lele back out. It says cards. It doesn't say Pokemon, it doesn't say items, it doesn't say supporters. It says cards. This is great. I think this is a really cool GX. For just 1 energy, everything here is 1 energy. You don't even you just put the 1 energy on it, happy days. Banette just cracks on and does its own thing, which is great. It also has the counter to Buzzwole, so you don't really have to worry about that. Obviously, you do have to try and stack up those supporters in the discard, but I seriously don't see any concern with this thing. It's really, really cool. Pre-release, this thing is going to be really cool as well. Tomb Hunter, getting those cards back out your discard pile is going to be very, very cool. Good way to use a GX in a pre-release, at least. It's debatable in some other type of... would I see this being used in competitive? Probably not. It's cool, don't get me wrong, and it could be a nice little bit of a way of bringing back the game, getting back some different Pokemon, getting back energy, that sort of thing. But yeah, I really do like it. Really, really do like it indeed. So, obviously we all know it is a GX, which means if it is knocked out, you take 2 prizes. It has a weakness to Dark. Pretty cool it doesn't have a weakness to Psychic, because then Garbodor would have an absolute field day with this thing. So Dark, pretty cool. I can't really think of anything at the moment that is Dark orientated that is a really good deck. Turbo Darkrai? Yeah, okay. Resistance to fighting, pretty cool, so Buzzwole is going to even hate this thing even more. And Retreat of just 1 is absolutely amazing. I have to say, even if it is a ghost and it sort of hovers, whatever, having 1 Retreat with an attack with just 1 energy is amazing. I think that's brilliant. It's really cool. Really, really cool indeed. So let's have a look at what works with this thing. So it's pretty much the same with Mr. Mime. Now if you haven't seen Mr. Mime, go check that out. It was literally the one we did yesterday. So definitely go check that out. But the first thing to mention is Malamar. So I'm not saying that this thing is going to utilise Malamar, but if this thing is in a deck with Malamar, Malamar is doing its own thing. Say Malamar gets knocked out. Bang, you can use the GX and get Malamar back. But Malamar is helping with the psychic energy, so you can definitely utilise that very well. You retreat, you've not got any energies. Hold on a second, psychic recharge. Hello, I'm back. Good. Happy days. And you only have to use that thing once, because it only needs 1 energy, which is awesome. Another thing to mention, although I don't think this is really going to be a problem, however it could be used, is Altar of the Moon. Of course, any psychic or dark with 1 energy on it has 2 less retreat. Maybe not for this one, but if this is placed in a deck with something else, it could work. We've got Necrozma GX as well, which again, that utilises psychic a lot, and the GX itself is insane, so that could be a nice one-off card. Naganadel GX, of course, this is in Beast Box, so that could be a nice one as well. Pretty cool to, especially with the GX itself. I'm not saying not to use any other GXs in Beast Box, but in terms of a GX move, being able to get 3 other cards back out, say for example, it might be 3 Ultra Beasts that you can place on the bench. Bang, you bring up Naganadel next turn. Da-da! Happy days. So yeah, pretty cool, pretty nice. We've also got Dormwing's Necrozma, again, very cool one. Invasion, that ability there is seeing a lot of play there. It's really, really cool indeed. One thing that I haven't actually put in here is Ultra Necrozma as well, which works very well with Malamar. Could work well with Banette. Could. Not saying it will be, but it could. Another thing to mention about the Ultra Necrozma Malamar deck is, of course, Mysterious Treasure. This thing's going to love Mysterious Treasure, as well as Mr. Mime as well. But the fact that you can just discard one card, and then be able to search out a Pokemon. Ultra Ball is 2. Bearing in mind Ultra Ball is for any Pokemon. This is just specifically for Dragon and Psychic. So yeah, that is definitely going to be a very, very nice thing to utilise with this Banette GX. How many I would play in a deck, I really don't know. I don't know whether to do maybe like a 2-2 line, so you're guaranteed to at least have 1. I can't see it being an actual deck on its own. I think it's more of just like a supportive thing, especially with the supporters. It could just be on the bench, but that ability, bringing it up, using the ability and then retreating it, especially if you've got Ultra of the Moon and you can just literally bring it up, bang, sorted, and you can do that and then retreat it back, or you could Guzma something else up, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. You can have Dormwing's Necrozma, use the Invasion ability and then crack on with that. It's entirely up to you. I, though, personally think that this Banette GX is very, very cool. A good counter to Buzzwole, which is like what everyone's talking about at the moment. There are a few other decks which are starting to sort of like, hello, I'm here. It's like, yeah, but you're not here just yet, are you? You know, sort yourself out and then come along. But yeah, this one could be very, very cool. I can't wait to see if we can maybe get this in the pre-release, because having that ability is going to be very nice, especially dealing out some damage, and then being able to use that ability to be like, well, no, actually, I want this energy on mine to go on yours, so haha, happy days. It's going to be very cool indeed. So moving on from that, let's have a little look at the Guess the GX answer. So last time I gave you that picture right there. What was that? It was, of course, Tapu Bulu GX, the full art card. Very, very nice indeed. Very cool card. Still playable. Still playable indeed. Tapu Bulu. So let's have a look at the Guess the GX for this time. We have got that picture, and that picture. I wonder what that is. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you think of Banette GX in the comments below. How could it work very well? Do you think pre-release could be very nice with that thing? I think it could be. But yeah, apart from that, I will leave it here for this video. I hope you have enjoyed. Make sure to hit the subscribe button below for more GX reviews, of course, and as well, we've got Celestial Storm coming up very soon, so we'll be able to open up all the packs and everything from pre-releases, see a bit of gameplay, which is always very, very cool. But apart from that, I'll leave it here, and I'll see you guys in the next video on the channel.